Hello everyone, Lord Magic is here. Yeah, we're playing more Merfolk. Alright, we should probably get our deck though before we do much else here. So yeah, we're gonna play the same list we played last time. I don't think we need to do any changes, so deck was quite fine as is. Uh, and go to mana traders here, working on this. Oh, good. Yeah, I can just rent deck. I don't need to make any changes to it. It's exactly correct. And just click the button. But give me a deck. Yeah. Hey. See chat. We don't have all matching stuff again today. Oh well. We'll have to live with it. It's always a risky run. If you rent the card, sometimes they don't give you everything in the same set. So you have this one weird subtlety and three normal ones. Yep. Yeah, it's all like the last couple times we've been doing really good with getting matching play sets, but now all of a sudden it's just yeah, no, this is the first time in a while I think where they weren't. Oh yeah, we got one new sanctum too. So here we go. But yeah. I mean this configuration seems like it's been working pretty well, so I don't really want to mess with it too much since it seems like it's pretty close to what I want for the time being. We did get our fish kind of accidentally spoiled today. I think Wizards kind of goofed up, so yeah, it is a cactus sanctum, isn't it? Yeah, that's I don't normally associate like cacti with just being in giant lakes like that, but sure, why not? The Wild West, right? That's how cactuses work. No, that's how these work when, we have our flood moon fish, which, yeah, I think they kind of accidentally showed on the stream. So, whoopsies. But no, we know it's real now, so somebody will get to officially spoil it, but we know it's coming, and we're definitely going to be playing it. Waiting for this, yeah, for them to stream it to reveal it. Yeah. You know, it's it's like almost impossible for Wizards not to mess stuff up like this. Like I don't know, I don't know what it is, but it just feels like it happens so often with them that it's like it's just comical and expected at this point where something like that's just gonna happen. It's like everything always leaks somehow, and they never really seem to figure out how to stop it from leaking. Sometimes, it leaks in really weird ways. Like there are times when what was it, the buyouts of cards before Svyelun and Tideshaper got printed, like somebody was trying to buy out Master of the Pearl Trident. So obviously somebody knew about it ahead of time, and it's like I don't know, there's always some ridiculous controversy. And then even this time after all these leaks came out, then they accidentally leak the card themselves on their stream and just pretend not to have said anything. Yeah. Every other card in that arena gameplay was officially revealed. Yeah, well, they just weren't paying attention, I guess. Yeah, but I don't know, that shouldn't really surprise me that much. So yeah, or yeah, revealed. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, this deck seems like this is fine enough. We have our mana sources here to play, counterspell on the sideboard. Which eventually, this is going to be replaced with Flare of Denial, and then we'll split our interaction differently once we have it. But I mean, we'll also be. I'm also, before I'm constructing too far ahead in my head, I want to see if there's any other merfolk. maybe they just lose their minds and give us like True Name Nemesis 2 or something like that. It's not impossible, but I think it's highly unlikely. So, or maybe we'll get like another 1-drop fish, or who knows? Maybe they'll make like some ridiculous 2-drop that we just have to have in the deck. So like, I don't like getting too far ahead in like deck construction and stuff, but I will say that Harbinger of the Seas is definitely going to be like a 4-up in this deck for sure. Like, it's just way too powerful against like a lot of the stuff that we need it to be good against. It makes our Island Walk Lords so much better when we have multiple cards that give us our Island Walk. So the Tide Shaper is good like on turn 2, and then we can follow it up again. So even if they remove Tide Shaper, then they don't get their lands back. So yeah, it makes it really difficult for them. Plus, just playing Tide Shaper as a 1-drop is a lot better when like you can ensure they're gonna have islands by turn 3 anyway. So it's good stuff. And I mean, if they print something like True Name Nemesis, it's also not off the table in time for us to be playing something like Phantasmal Image either. So who knows? There are lots of possibilities. That's why I said I don't want to get too far ahead, like depending upon what is and is not printed in the set. And, we might have more cards that we are going to get that we don't know about yet. So yeah, we'll get there at some point. But it's entirely possible we might not even have room for a card like Svyelun anymore. So who knows? We'll see. But for the time being, like, this seems like it works pretty well. So we probably won't be playing green at that point. But it's fine. We have it now, so we use it now. All right, let's get our league going. Hope you've been saving up those treasure chests. They're probably going to be worth a fair bit. I think they already ticked up a little bit. Let me take a look here. So, they bottomed out at like 1.9 and now they're just under 2, it looks like. But I mean, usually Modern Horizons causes them to tick up a fair bit, so I've been holding a bunch of them. Never sell the chest until you absolutely need to. Definitely, like, I don't like selling them for like less than 2.5 ticks if I can. But it's also been quite a while since they've been at that rate, so I'm hoping that they climb back up with Modern Horizons 3 coming out and everybody needing to crack them for the new cards. We'll see. Why is it taking so long? Come on, let's go. Had such a good league last week. Hoping we can replicate that success. And what the week before we had the single greatest comeback in the history of Merfolk. Go from game 2 where we're definitely like losing to the match to Titan to all of a sudden we're in game 3 against all odds and we're winning on 4 cards. Just absurd. Yeah, come on. What's going on, MTGO? Where are all the players? Am I looking forward to Merfolk and Legacy? That's a good question. I'm not even sure. Like, I have to imagine that the Flood Moon fish has got to be good, right? Because it hoses like so many decks. Like, it's so powerful. I don't know. I think it will definitely be worth looking at because I think that card will be very strong in those formats. This is not actually a very good hand. We have like 5 mana sources for this. I think I want to mulligan this. This is a much better hand. Well, I mean, okay, it's not actually that much better, but I think we have to keep it. Probably get rid of Otawara. Actually, well, they've mulled to 6. All right, so I think we get rid of either the Grove or the Otawara, and it's just a matter of which one do we want. I guess we'll keep Otawara and we'll get rid of the Grove. No, you know what? I'm going to keep the Grove. Yeah. Because if I draw more lands, then I can maybe have a not land card, so. Which I think with this hand will matter a little bit more. Yeah, Flood Moon I think is going to... It definitely has the potential, because, like, the mana bases and Legacy are so greedy, it's insane. Botanical Sanctum... Are we in the mirror match here? Is that what's going on? That can't be, right? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I mean, they're gonna know what's up here, but I'm gonna play this Aether Vial. Because I feel like there's some chance I might want to cast this. I don't know. We'll see. Get this on 2, and then it enables more, uh, a little bit more play to this. We can crack the Grove and then use it easier. I don't know. We'll see. No, it's the mirror match. Oh God. Been a long time since we've played the mirror here, and this is not really the hand to do it. That's pretty good. Okay. Um. Guess let's just try to turn off Mutavault. This might enable their mana a little bit, but I think this is more important. Because next turn we can give it Island Walk with Master, and we have Trickster to help keep it alive. Hexcatcher's fine. It's not attacking, right? Okay, so there's a Delta, so it's still like, yeah, like getting an island now means that even if Tideshaper goes away, that, you know, we still have our Island Walk. So I guess what their hand must be weird, right? I'm guessing like Svyelun. Oh, Pilgrimage. I don't like this at all. This is way too good here. Yeah, there's the change. Yeah, we would have been in so much trouble if that thing had resolved. All right. Draw another Lord, please. It's not really what I was hoping for. I don't actually... I could draw a 1-drop with this, I guess. They're not going to counter it. All right. As well attack. Get on the board first. We probably just need to Subtlety a Lord and then hope that's enough. If they're just flooding out, then, you know, we might not be in that much trouble. Like, another Master of the Pearl Trident could, like, turn this game, like, very in our favor. Hedge Mage getting... They left something on top? Sure. Maybe they just have like force in hand or something like that. I think I am supposed to tick this up to 3 in case I draw like Tidebinder or Svyelun. Just in case there's like another Hexcatcher, I'm not gonna attack with them. I guess what if they play another Hexcatcher, then this trades with this one. Yeah, it's. I don't really want to use the subtlety now if I don't have to. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's a trickster or anything. Maybe their hand just is really bad. Okay, Tidebinder. I mean, I could subtlety this. It's probably not a bad spot to do that. Because we actually have a pretty good attack next turn, and if we... Yeah, I don't know, it depends, like, if we... This is 6. I mean, we're playing a Lord would also be fine. It keeps the math a little bit in our favor, I think. I need to make it so they can't kill me in 1 attack, because I kill them in, like, 2. Okay. Sure. They will just give it flying, but I need to make them do it, so... Okay. They get in there, too. It's actually not that bad. Again, if their last couple cards are not very good, then we might just be in good shape here. Okay. They don't have Island Walk, so like I could just block, but I don't really need to, it doesn't look like. I'm guessing, yeah, they just need a card. They need like Trickster or something, and if they don't find it, they'll probably just concede. Um... No, I'm not going to block. Alright, we win. So yeah, we do want Trickster for this, and we do not want Force. We probably do want Dismember. Subtlety is definitely fine. Actually might want Subtlety over Svyelun. Because I can slow them down a fair bit by subtletying a Lord. Svyelun is not really what we need in this match. She's a little bit slow for what we're doing. The Tidebinder matters kind of because if they like try to play a Trickster to turn off a Lord in combat, then Tidebinder isn't like it's a hit against the Trickster, so I think that this is probably correct. Like we don't really need Seas. I mean, they're gonna give us Island Walk anyway, and like we already have like Tide Shaper to try to hit Mutavault or something. Scalding is like okay, but we have better cards, I think. Like Hexcatcher is not like amazing or anything, but it's a Lord, so it pumps up all the other stuff. So yeah, I think that this is fine the way it is. Oh, this hand looks really good. Hopefully, we can avoid having to play the They don't have Vial, and they don't have a 1-drop. Ooh, that's a rough start. This is just improving for us here. We can just honestly, I'm probably not gonna crack this Flooded Strand for a little while. Make sure that I put a stop here because I want to use Scout first. Oops. All right. Well, okay. I guess we play the other Scout first here because we might draw like another Botanical. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. I don't want to give them the Island Walk just yet because I don't really need to. So I can play the Flooded Strand so we don't lose our land drop here. Okay. That's fine. And then if I have to, I can play the island next turn and just play our lords, and that should be enough. That's fine, but that's also a little bit... I guess I could have subtletied that, actually. They haven't given us Island Walk yet, so that is notable. I have to be very careful about this Lord of Atlantis. Ugh. Svyelun right now is not indestructible, but I don't think that matters. Alright, so what's going to happen here is I think at the end of their turn, I'll probably have to flash in Hexcatcher and then Violin Master, so... And I will use the Lord to subtlety pretty much anything relevant that they play. Yeah, we're going to take a hit off of Svyelun. Will hurt a little bit. They're also trying hard not to play an island for the same reason. If I actually crack this now, they might play Tidebinder, in which case I can just subtlety it. Okay. Yep. There we go. Thank you for giving me the island walk. I don't think that was a good play at all. I don't think they had any good reason to crack that for the hedge mage here. They put it on the bottom. Okay. I mean, we can't use it this turn. Actually, no, fuck, I should have played the breeding pool. Well, it may not matter, but we'll see. How bad do I want to hurt myself here? They can't block anything, right? So they're at 19, so I can attack 4, 8, 12, 15, and like they're probably dead. How much can they attack? That would be what, 5, 6, 7? Like I feel like if I play this Lord right now, there's probably no way that they're gonna kill me next turn, and I probably do kill them. Uh, yeah, the difference is I get to attack with this and I add another 4 damage and I take another 2 in the process, so. Which I think is fine. Which means even if they turn off one of my lords, that's not enough. Like, a 1 Trickster is not enough to save them here. Yeah, they're gonna attack me for 7. The most they could attack is like for playing 2 lords and making 11. So, all right, good games, opponent. There we go. Not doing anything on turn 1 is a huge deal, though. Like, it's one of the reasons I want to play Simic is because I like having extra cards to play in turn 1. Cenote Scout is just so good. Yeah. So even like my future mono blue builds would have dock hands in that slot at the very least. We cannot afford to pass turn 1 with nothing. Like, we really need to try. So, yeah, we have what, 14 things in the deck that we can like reasonably cast in turn 1 most of the time. It's like 8 creatures, 4 vials, and 2 dismembers. So. Mm-hmm. This hand's fine. All right. 7 versus 7 here. Ooh, that's not a good start for us. Oh, god damn it. Alright. We are in a lot of trouble already, it looks like. We need Tideshaper stat. It's probably not the one. Think that there's any realistic chance that we want to attack with this in turn 2? We really do want to find a Tideshaper to turn off this saga. I mean, it's possible they might bounce it to their hand, but I doubt it. Where is the Flare of Denial? Well, it wouldn't have even helped us here. We were on the draw, right? So this is like the one scenario where Flare of Denial is like actually not Force of Will, which is really what I think the format needs, but Wizards of the Coast is just too afraid to like do that, so. Yeah. Which is, it's another reason why I would consider maybe splitting like Force of Negation and Flare of Denials. Because there's definitely like situations where Force is going to be better than Flare, and this is one of them. But the later the game goes, the better Flare gets. All right, Scout, I need you to really do me some good work here. Find me that Tideshaper right now. Oh, that's so slow. We're on the draw. That's not going to be enough. They're just going to pop off this amulet and like, yeah, I don't think that's enough. Like we need like either Subtlety or the Tideshaper. Now, what's going to happen here is this will pop off, get another amulet, then they'll play like a tap land that'll make 4, and then 5, 6, play Titan. Yeah, like this has to go to the graveyard. We need to just be lucky. Fucking Thoughtseize bug. No! Oh my god. Alright, Well, that's not ideal. It's insane everyone's ignoring these game states when it comes to Flare Denial. You know, yeah, it's exactly, that's correct. I think the card is really good, but like there's gonna be times where you still want Force of Negation too. Like I don't think that it's strictly better. I think that it's better like the later the game goes, but it's worse on turn one. So and like this is a match where turn one actually matters the most because the entire fucking game revolves around whether this card hits the board or not. Here it is. We're about to get tightened here. Just good old turn three, the dream. Yeah, that's so bad. Yeah, like they can still play the Titan. We have no interaction for this, so like then with like double amulet here, it's just if they have the Titan, yeah, like okay, like this is we've lost the game at this point. Fuck, it's so bad. All right, well, I want pick your poison. I want this. I want spreading seas, and I want subtlety. I don't think Trickster is all that good, and I don't actually like Svyelun against this deck, and I don't think Hexcatcher is that amazing either. So we'll cut two of those. All right. Yeah, that's all right. Let's go. What are you gonna do? Like some if Amulet just like game one has it on turn three on the play, like there's very little. See again, if we were on the play, this is like so much better because then we would have had Tidebinder up in time where we could have actually like done something about it. But only being on the draw means like yeah, this card is like so bad on the draw. That's one of the reasons I don't actually like Tidebinder that much because every time that like I feel like I need it, like I just don't have it. And like every time that I do have it, the opponent is like playing around the existence of this card. So it's like I never feel like I'm actually getting anybody with this card. It doesn't actually do what I need it to do. Yeah, I would love to play first. Not like this. Come on. What is happening? They've mulled to 6. This is so bad. All right. Guess you could make the argument that I should keep the fetch land and just get an island. I don't really think my life total actually matters though. So we don't go from like 20 to 18 to 16. No, this is a you go from like 20 to 0 deck. So if they have a saga, yeah, like I have to keep this in the hope that that's all that they're doing right now. And that I'll play Spreading Seas and then I'll draw like 2 fish next turn. Cuz otherwise like I'm sunk. That's not really what I want to see here. Oh my god, are you kidding me again? Oh no. Nope, we just drew the land. Ugh. Okay. I have to hit this thing, don't I? Because this is just going to become another amulet. We are just doomed to lose this. We have drawn, lands here, so They had it on turn 3 on the play, and now, like, we just cannot find, like, a board to save our life. Sure. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Yep. Uh-huh. I don't really think that there's anything we can do about against. Like, they have everything again, so their last card is just gonna be like a Titan, and then we're just gonna die. They have basically infinite mana here. I can't let them keep the Dryad, but I mean, they could even get Teleria West, and they're still probably fine. I guess it just depends. Like, they can get another land with this. So what? They turn this into Amulet. Probably, yeah. They probably can't do it this turn, but they can get really close. Like, we're probably like in a lot of danger next turn. Yeah, there's the Teleria West. They can't actually use it right now, though. That doesn't. They're what? Are they gonna actually? They're not gonna play it, right? They can't. That's dumb. They don't have a second blue source for it. Okay, well, what do we need? We just need them to like draw lands now. All right, so here's the thing. I absolutely cannot hit. I can give myself Island Walk here, but I have to hit the Growth Chamber, right? Because if I tap anything else, they will transmute the Teleria West. So I can give myself Island Walk so I can attack them for 6. But that's about all I can do at the moment. Yeah, because if I do this, then they're going to transmute it, and that's not going to work out. If I hit the Growth Chamber, then all they get is a blue source. So they only have 1. Yeah, this is what we need them to just like flood out here. Is draw more like grazers or more amulets or more lands. Yes, we play this tap so that we can potentially draw Subtlety. That's live for us, so we can kill them in 2 turns, right? So 1 Lord is not enough here. We actually need 2. If they draw a bounce land, then whatever. We can't do anything about that. Yeah, they actually do want our islands right now. I think they're trying to figure out why they can't do the Teleria West. Or unless they just top deck Titan, like that's possible. Hopefully this just means they have nothing. Oh, well, no, never mind. They have Mycosynth Gardens, right? So they can just add a blue with this. So, all right, they can transmute it here. All right. Well, they're not doing anything else. So I guess we probably need to draw Summoner's Pact. Okay, well, again, they can't really use it right now. What do we need? We need, like, Subtlety. That actually might do it. Uh, yeah, okay, because if they just play a Titan and we Tidebinder it, then we actually can just win here. No, they have Garenbrig, right? So, no, they don't have the double green. Well, okay, no, yeah, they don't have 6 yet. Yeah, so they need a land still to potentially do this. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, we might actually be in better shape than we think. Okay, we're in this. We're trying. All right, Pact, sure. They got Primeval Titan. I don't. But what are they doing? Do they find the land for it? Yeah, they don't actually have the mana for this. They're gonna copy Amulet. Okay. Well, they found the Gruul Turf. Okay. So they're gonna get to Titan this way. Which I think this just means we win, right? Oh, you know what? No, because we don't have Island Walk to attack now. Ugh. Okay. I still have to do this. Yeah, so maybe I was supposed to counter one of these triggers. Would that have worked? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, any Lord would do it. A Trickster, a Tide Shaper, Dismember. Okay, they just gave up. Okay, well, we were only going to get Cavern of Souls. We weren't actually... Yeah, like, we attack with everything. They can go to 1 here, so... Okay. Alright, well, they just gave that to us for free. They had another turn to try. Oh, maybe... No, they had to pay for Summoner's Pact, right? So maybe, like, that just meant that their mana was going to be tied up for that. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not arguing it. We're in here for game 3 now. I don't think I'm going to change anything. Thinking about these... Yeah, I'm thinking about these counter spells. Like, maybe I'm supposed to have Counterspell here on the draw. I don't know what I would take out for it, though. So they do have stuff like the One Ring, which we can counter with this, but... This is only really good if they have the Saga. Yeah, they probably are. Yeah, it's... Alright. I don't think that it makes a huge difference here, but... We have probably enough Oh, fuck. This is really kind of a awkward hand, because I don't really want to play this Tide Shaper on turn 2, and, like, yeah, with only 2 creatures here, this is not good. Like, they play Amulet on turn 1, what, I have to, like, force it, and then I have a Lord? That seems really bad. Pretty sure I'm supposed to mulligan this and try to hope for, like, a hand that has, like, 4 creatures, 2 lands, or something like that. I don't think that I can keep this. This is definitely way better. I do think that we're supposed to get rid of Aether Vial. So we have tools now. Kind of want them to play Amulet so we can just make them sacrifice it right away in turn 1. If they have Saga, we have the Spreading Seas to kill it. Okay, actually, making them sacrifice that is pretty good too. Keeping Hexcatcher overseas, yeah, maybe. That's also really good too. I think that I'm supposed to make them lose this though. What are they gonna get with this? Probably like, what am I doing on turn 2? I gotta think about what land that they're getting. Next turn, I probably like. Alright, depends on what land they get. I think ideally we want them to get like Urza Saga, but I think it's more likely they're gonna get like a bounce land. They need play like Amulet. Have that. Yeah. They crack the map. That's good. Hmm. It's rough. Thinking. I might need it to get. I might need this to get rid of Dryad. I think putting a creature in play is the better thing to do right now. Okay, well, drawing another land is not really what I want, but we try. No, Dryad isn't. Yeah, it is definitely an enchantment. Okay, so they have Growth Chamber here. They're just bouncing this. It seems like a really bad turn for them. Okay. See. Their hand seems really bad, actually. If I just play Tide Shaper and turn this into an island, then they can't play Dryad next turn. That's going to slow them down a fair bit. Well, let's attack first. Yeah, it is bad and slow, so we probably need to keep this force for, like, the one ring. I need to put as much pressure in play as I can. Maybe they have another bounce land. If they do, that's fine. They're still not casting Dryad this turn, so... The best they're going to do is, like, crack this map, probably. That's pretty good. Play Scout and see what happens here. Drawing another land makes me inclined to not want to play Spreading Seas, because if I have to pitch something, I think I'm... Like, if I have to use this force, I'll probably pitch it to Seas, or pitch Seas to it, and then try to hard cast Subtlety next turn. So maybe here I'm supposed to play Breeding Pool tapped. And then next turn I can play Otawara and then hard cast Subtlety and hope that's good. The alternative is I can try to play Spreading Seas hoping to draw a Lord or something. And I could just pitch Subtlety to Force or Force to Subtlety, whichever. Okay. Spelunking. Well, that is an amulet, so I definitely have to force it. The question is, how do I force this? I know that they have another land in their hand, right? So, but if I just force this pitching the seas, I have Subtlety. Like, there's almost, yeah, like there's very little they can do. I can always flash in Subtlety next turn. Yeah, that's, or what? I could also just use Pick Your Poison and make them sacrifice it, but that's gonna give them a lot of mana, right? It's worth a card too. Ugh. I'm gonna get rid of the seas. Well, that's very good. We might not need this Pick Your Poison after all. Like, we might just get to a point where we're just subtletying multiple times until they die. I don't know how this happened. Like, yeah, no, it's looking really bad for them right now. We have done our best to try to navigate into as winning a position as possible here. Yeah. We definitely want to do this. Right, now we have subtlety here, so that's 7, and then basically one more subtlety locks it up. The only other thing that we could draw that would make this any better is just drawing like another force. Like, if they put it on top, they definitely just die. They put it on the bottom. Okay, so yeah, they know they've got to be in some serious shit. So I think the only thing that can save them at all is like the One Ring. Because they need the protection trigger. So they'll take 6 damage here, assuming they bounce this. But actually, I don't even know if they can afford to. I think they have to bounce the forest. They do. Okay, so they're gonna go to 6. Yeah, I don't think I can play the Lord here. I think I'm just attacking with this and holding up Subtlety, right? The only I gotta think here for a second. Like, I mean, yeah, if I play the Lord, I can't play Subtlety. So if they, I'm trying to think of what they could possibly do that would get them out of this. I'm not sure that there is anything. I'm just trying to think if they play the One Ring, like, does it matter? If I play the Lord, then yeah, then I'm attacking them for 9. That puts them at 3. So, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it significantly shaves the clock here. I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to hold up Subtlety. Because yeah, if they cast like anything that's not the One Ring, they just lose the game anyway. So, and I don't, yeah, like I don't know if they play the One Ring. I don't think I played the Subtlety right. It doesn't really make sense to, yeah. It doesn't add to the clock at all. So. Okay, they're going all in. They probably still do lose the game, but they're going for Azusa. Okay, this is their only line here, so if I just subtlety this, they're dead. Did they just do this in the draw step? I think I saw them cast this and then it went to main phase. They just drew it and they're like, oh, I know. Yeah, no, if you cast Azusa and I subtlety it, I just win. So again, another epic comeback for the fish deck where it looks like we were on like the brink of defeat for a while and all of a sudden now like okay, they can go for Titan here? But Titan again also loses, so they've played their land for the turn, so looks like they're going for Titan. I don't think this actually matters. Like, I'm not even sure if this resolves, if that would have made any difference. Like, how is it, yeah, like, I don't know how that would stop Subtlety from killing them anyway, but alright, we've got there. We had to work hard for that one, but we got it. It's 2-0. That's how we do it. Those amulet matches, they have gotten, like, so much harder than they used to be. Like, yeah, with the Mycosynth Garden and everything, you know, even Urza Saga just giving them access to so many, like, amulet effects, it can be rough. And then the One Ring on top of it, like, there's just... They get to attack from an entirely different dimension of this, too. It's rough, so... For a while, it was a little bit easier because of Subtlety, and they clawed a lot of those points back, especially with One Ring. But it's fine. We still have the tools to defeat them. And our Harbinger of the Seas is definitely going to help a lot, too. We just have to play enough stuff that we don't die in turn 3. If we can avoid dying in turn 3, and we can get our Flood Moon on board, we have such good chances of getting there. Alright. We are on the draw. Okay. This is the kind of hand I'm actually, like, really tempted to keep this. Because if we can go scout and try to find another land, we get, like, 3 looks to find it. We have forest to try to protect ourselves. Can pitch a Svyelun. I'm going to gamble with this. And just hope that we don't get griefed. That's it. No, that's not grief. Okay, that's good. Suspending Riftbolt. We're up against Burn. Okay. I mean, it sucks. Oh! Yes! We don't have to shock ourselves for this now all of a sudden. Look at how good we are at this game. This hand is so good now all of a sudden. Force of Negation? We will not put that in the graveyard. I think we're quite happy with this on top. I don't need to worry about that. Sure. That's fine. I'm more worried if they play something like Searing Blaze. That's what I really want to counter. Eidolon of the Great Revel is not ideal, but I can work with this. Um... Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Like, they could have, yeah, that maybe forcing it made a little bit more sense there. Let's see. I don't really want to use the Dismember. Like, I can force two things, and I have the Hexcatcher. I think I'm just attacking. If they block with this, then I'll play the Hexcatcher. Drawing a card this early is not a good sign for them. This was so bad. Why would you do this now? I mean, I definitely have to force this. Do it on my turn when I can't force it. Now, like, this helps me, like, use the Eidolon against you. Alright, well, that's also really good. Well, that was a very, very good draw here, too. Okay. They're dealing 3 to me. It puts me at 5. I think I have to actually use the force in this. Yeah, no. Being at 6 is better than being at 5. But they, like, if they cast a spell, they can't attack. Yeah, so the Eidolon kind of like ended up hurting them here because now like if they try to like attack and then bolt me or something, uh yeah, they're actually dead, so they can never really do anything here. All right, fine. We don't want Dismember for this. We do, however, want Counterspell, and I think Trickster is also probably fine. What do we not want? Like, Subtlety's okay. Svyelun is actually pretty good. I don't really want Pick Your Poison. Like, they have Eidolons, and they do sometimes have the other one. What is it? The one that punishes you for playing 0 mana spells. Tidebinder is not that necessary. I guess it's Tidebinder's only really good because it's something you can play at flash speed. Maybe Subtlety is better on the draw here. I think it's, yeah, we either have to cut Tidebinder or Subtlety. The fact that their creatures have haste, though, does make Subtlety a lot worse. Still, like, it's... Alright, maybe we do it like this. This is okay. Yeah, I think we will force this Rift Bolt. Oh, that's a fantastic draw here. Yeah, they likely they're on Eidolon again, which is not going to work well against the Vial, so... Now we just have to curve up here. Oh, they suspended another Rift Bolt? Alright, well that's not very good for them. I think we're just passing here. I can play Hexcatcher if I really need to. And I always have Tide Shaper to throw in front of it to help counter a spell. Sure. They only have 3 cards, so we're in pretty good shape, I think. Okay. You know, I don't actually want to play anything right now because there's a very good chance they have, like, Searing Blaze in their hand. Now, if I just play this, then they're going to kill it. So, let's just not do that. That's much better. I can play Svyelun here, and now if they go for, like, Searing Blaze, I can just Vial in a Lord. So they have to use, like, Searing Blaze plus a burn spell on my creatures, and they have, like, nothing in hand to actually hurt me then. Yeah, this is good. They haven't, yeah, so they either have, like, a bunch of Lightning Bolts or, like, maybe Boros Charm, which you're going to cast here. No, they don't do anything. That's interesting. They could just have a bunch of lands, like... Or, like I said, it could be just, like, Searing Blaze, which they can't really use at the moment. But they need to use 2 burn spells to get rid of this. Or they played another land. That's going to be good. Sure. It's fine. We're going to Lightning Helix it. Well, this is exactly the contingency we were prepared for. Like, I would not be surprised if they just concede to this. There's, like, no way that they can come back from this now. We have Svyelun, we have tons of pressure. Our life total is at 17. Yeah, they just came because they gave up. 3-0, baby! That's how we do it! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Merfishy's getting the job done. That's great. Outstanding. Get fish slapped. See, look, they had the Searing Blaze. We knew it the whole time. That's why we played around it. We didn't give them the opportunity to just use it for free. Alright, we're on the draw. I think this is another one of those hands where Scout is just going to let us keep this hand, so... Spire Bluff, okay. Channeler. I'm not very happy about this, but, I mean... Fuck. I mean, yeah, we're going to have to hurt ourselves for this. It's been a while. I think, what, if this is Murktide, it's been a minute. Oh, I really don't want to put that in the graveyard, but I need the land so badly. I can't afford to keep it on top, even though it's so good in this matchup. Like, I need to have it. Yeah, they're not going to attack here, so... You don't have expressive iteration, so, like, what's up? You have, like, Counterspell or something? Interesting. I probably should be playing Hexcatcher here, right? The second they crack this Misty Rainforest, I'm supposed to play Hexcatcher. Yeah, they want to do it on turn 3, so... So we'll attack with the Scout. Like, they're obviously not going to block it. They might Lightning Bolt something here. But I want to play around the Counterspell here, so yeah, I will play the Hexcatcher only now that they can't counter it. And if they bolt it, so be it. Okay. Okay, sure, consider, that's fine. Throw a land away. We're not doing too badly here. Sure. Bobble's fine. Well, they obviously don't have yeah, they got rid of an iteration here. They don't have one, or they would have not played this first, I think. I feel like it would they shouldn't play this before iteration. Unless they might just be going for Murktide here. Yep, no blocks. No, nothing. Okay, so this still screams like Counterspell to me. Hmm. Okay. Which means... I think I just play Scout here, see if I can find the land. If I can, I just activate Mutavault and attack. If they want to waste a Counterspell on a 1-drop, so be it. That's fine. Yeah, I really need the mana. I suspect we'll see, like, Unholy Heat or Bolt or something. Snapcaster Mage! Oh, that's not good. Okay. Alright. I mean, that's less than ideal. Yeah. It's been a minute since we've seen this guy in Modern. Yeah. Okay. Can't do anything else here. We really need another land so we can try to get, like, Svyelun or something out. I think if they do play Iteration, I'm supposed to force this. Alright, let's let them surveil first. They put Unholy Heat in the yard. That's got to be a good sign for us, right? Let's get rid of Tidebinder. Totes, not Zoe, subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're the best. Okay, now no, Channeler? Okay. We're still racing here, it looks like. Don't really have anything good to do this turn. Like, this is a lot of pressure that I can't deal with here. Unfortunately, I can't actually cast this right now. At 9? Okay, let's think about this. Yeah, I need them to, like, fetch, right? Well, they have to attack. Okay, so I need them to crack, like, one more fetch land, and then Lord of Atlantis would theoretically kill them next turn. That's the only way, because they're going to kill me in 2 turns. Yeah, so I have to play the Tide Shaper, right? And there's not... The Mutavault can't attack next turn no matter what, so I may as well turn it into an island and just give myself a chance. I just gotta hope against hope that they don't have any removal and that they're dumb enough to crack a fetch land here. Alright, opponent. So I'm going to go to 5, and then, yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do. But if they've been sandbagging Counterspell this whole time, then this Lord of Atlantis is not going to do anything. Alright, well, that's bad for us. Yeah. That almost certainly means that, yeah. It's, yep, we're dead. Yeah, that was really awkward. All right. However, Pick Your Poison is a fantastic card in this matchup. Merfolk Trickster is also going to be really good. And actually, Stern Scolding's not terrible. So what? Force is not really that great. I mean, we don't really like the Dismember is okay. I don't really like the Tidebinders that much, and the Subtleties are also like only okay. They're not like amazing. Scolding being one mana that like deals with their creatures when they play them. It depends. Like we're on the draw, so that does make them a lot worse. Hmm. I don't really think Tidebinder. Well, Tidebinder's okay. They do have engineered explosives, so we should think about that. Maybe I'll just bring in like two of these. Do it like this. So if they ever dash Ragavan or something, I think a lot of Murktide players I've talked to like side Ragavan out. This is kind of rough. Uh, hmm. We have 2 turns to draw lands like this. No, we only have 1 turn. We're on the play this time, so no, we can't. On the draw, I might have thought about it. Oh, this is way better. All right, we're definitely going to keep this. Get rid of Tide Shaper, I think. Um, yeah, I don't think we need Dismember right now. Yep. We just want to get to a point where we can pick your poison in this thing. This is probably a good turn to play Lord of Atlantis here. Well, they can't counter it. Start the clock. Force them to like use removal in this thing. We need them to exhaust their removal so Svyelun can get into play, and then yeah, once Svyelun's out, then we're set. She'll take over the game usually. Or if we can get them to go for like early Murktide and Pick Your Poison can hurt them, that would be good. Now that's interesting. What does that mean? Yeah, I guess they don't have they have to have like maybe have one removal spell. Okay. So what's gonna happen here? I attack with these. They could have like Snapcaster Mage, right? That's possible. For 0 though, like we did pick up another Dismember they don't know about. The attack like what they're gonna do. Probably nothing. I feel like it's pretty safe to do this. Sure. Brazen Borrower to the graveyard. Okay. I mean, look, if they have the heat, then they have it. Oh, actually, I should have did this before blocks. That's my fault. But whatever. I could have got the extra 2 damage in. I didn't realize. I totally flubbed that. But if they were gonna do this, I guess maybe they could have blocked first and did it. So I don't know. It was a little bit weird. They didn't want to commit, and then yeah, we should have did that instead. Nope. Well, if they play Murktide, then hopefully Pick Your Poison just ends the game. Brotherhood's End. Oh, that is fucking brutal. Alright. Alright, well, Svyelun, this is your time to shine. Hope they are not sandbagging Unholy Heat. Oh, no, they have it. Okay. Damn. Alright. I guess, no, I guess they weren't, like, they didn't need to hold it back, right? They could have had it earlier. I feel like they may have just drawn that, right? Because I feel like it would have been better for them to heat the Lord instead of trying to block it with Channeler. Alright, I guess we're just going to pass and try to Tidebinder this thing. Get some value out of this. It doesn't really make any difference, but we may as well do it. We have to get a creature in play, so... Interesting choice to play the Otawara. And they are definitely holding up Counterspell mana here. Or do they have a second one? Oh, God. Alright, I need another heat, or another poison. Oh, fuck. That's rough. It's 8. So that kills me in 2 turns. If I attack them, put them to 9, like, there's still not any way I can kill them. I think I still have to play the Lord here. Oh, I think... Yeah, I don't really have much of a choice. We're in a situation where things are just going to go really bad. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, that puts them to 8 here. Now, I guess a Lord still would be enough, right? Alright, so I guess this is the best we're going to do. We need them not to have removal. Alright, well, never mind. We need a lot of... Fuck, they just had everything. God, alright. Rough. Okay. So they have 1 card left, and it has, like, I still feel like the last card they have is Counterspell. Like, it has to be. Okay. Can we find the thing? Alright, show me potato salad! Oh, okay! We're still in this. They have 1 card, and, just... Now they have, like, actually nothing. Alright. What's your last card? It's not, like, consider or anything. It might be a land. It's obviously not a counterspell. They must have just drawn the steam vent, so... Hexcatcher's a pretty good one here. Alright. May as well just play it. Spell Snare. Okay, that makes sense. Sure. Well, then Mutavault was fine. They have no cards left, so they just draw lands like they're in trouble. I mean, I would prefer they draw, like, fetch lands, but... Alright, Mutavault. Get in there. I don't think there's any value in playing this Cavern of Souls right now. I would rather they put their hopes and dreams in the fact that, like, a counterspell is going to work. Oh, that was a really good draw for them. Doing my best. No, they found Dragon's Rage Channeler. That's really bad for us. Alright, we need another Lord right now. It's the only way. That is also really good here. Alright, Merfolk. Because this thing has to attack, and we can play this and animate Mutavault to block this, so it will definitely die. There's no fucking way they're gonna have, like, 2 more Unholy Heats. Yeah. Ragavan, okay. Sure. What are the odds they have one removal spell? Could take two and just... The problem is, like, I could take two from Ragavan. I actually think I'm supposed to gamble with this. If they flip, like, Vial or something, I'm in really good shape here. Because then I can top deck a Lord and just kill them. Oh, come on! Their last card was Snapcaster. That's so good. Alright, I'm assuming they're going to pick Unholy Heat. Yeah, alright. Well, I have to block it with both now for it to die. Snapcaster was an incredible good last card for them here. Alright, we're going to need to draw, like, Svyelun this turn to really, like, turn this around. Anything less is probably not enough, and we need them to, like, miss in Ragavan. Alright, miss. Tide Shaper was not really good for, like, yeah, that's bad. I needed them not to find that. That goes away. Ugh, we're in, this is bad. Come on, Svyelun. Alright. Oh, okay. Let me think about this for a second. Can play Master, attack them. I can block. And then if I draw another Lord, I just win. Actually, yeah, they can't crack the fetch land, right? Okay. Alright. Trying to think if there's any better line. Like, if I have to obviously play the Master of the Pearl Trident. Like, I don't have an... Actually... I know what their last card is, and they can't counter it, so I will not use the Cavern for this. If I put them to 3, I have a chance of just still killing them if they attack. If they attack with everything, then I have to block with the Master of the Pearl Trident. So if they draw a removal spell, I'm dead. But I mean, that was probably the case anyway. This puts me in a position where if I flip Lord of Atlantis or potentially Hexcatcher, that can just kill them that way. Yeah, and if they don't attack with everything, then I do just actually kill them. So. Yeah, and they can't crack the fetch land, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to just go for this. Why would you do this? Why would you do that? Now you can't attack with everything or you die. 5 is such a bad number to be at right now. You only have 6 coming across. I have a blocker, and, like, if you attack with everything, you die, and if you attack with... Well, yeah, oh god, that was a really good card off the top. Fuck! I needed them to miss. If they got a land, like, I basically just win the game. They have no attacks, like, if they found the land here, so... Alright, I need their 3 cards off of iteration to suck. Oh my god. He's playing 4D chess, I wouldn't understand. You know, there is no good reason to crack that fetch land. He has a Ragavan in hand, and, like, being at 6 life is a huge difference than being at 5, right? If he's at 6, he can reasonably send everything, and I have to block, and then I may not be able to win. However, okay, well, the Scalding Tarns doesn't really do anything. So what was the other thing that you found? So you found Ragavan, right? I have to block it, but, like, then the Trickster's still lethal, so you need to deal with the Trickster or you lose. Like, I guess if you have Lightning Bolt, then it doesn't matter. But, or if you have Unholy Heat, it doesn't matter. If you found, like, 3 lands, I guess, then I can still win here. No attacks. Oh, that means I have to have won here, right? Unless it's like Brazen Borrower. It could be Borrower. Dress down. Okay. Sure. That buys you a turn. Like, you still have to block it or you're dead. So... Why would you do that? Block it with the fucking Snapcaster, right? Like, I don't even lose my Trickster now. What are you doing, opponent? This is so bad. That's such a blunder. Okay. They punted that game like so many ways. All right. They're giving us a chance here, I guess. Well, yeah, I don't think that I'm changing anything. I'm pretty sure I'm just running this back. I should keep like the two Tidebinders just because they do have engineered explosives, and this can deal with this. By letting me win, he lulled me into a false sense of security. Like, interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. This is not. I guess this is okay. It's not like great, but I think I have to keep this. It could be worse. They're not going to spell pierce my vial, so that's a really good draw here. Means now all their like counter magic is useless. Really? They do nothing in turn 2? That means their hand has to be full of removal, right? There's no other reason for this. Ooh, that's really good too. I think I'm just playing this Aether Vial. If they want to counter it, so be it. I'll play the Breeding Pool tapped and just pass. Yeah. Now, it is extremely likely that they just have a bajillion removal spells here, and that's why they're not doing anything. They could have, like, Brotherhood's End that they're trying to, like... I think that's the... It can blow up artifacts, right? So... I mean, if they blow up the vials, it's not actually that big a deal. I think I just play Mutavault here. I don't really have any good reason to play any creatures, so... I can deploy my entire hand whenever I feel like it. Like, if they tap out, I can just put, like, everything in play and then just kill them. Ragavan, okay. It's not dashed or anything, so that's fine. I don't think I actually care yet. You haven't done anything to tell me that this should matter. Um... No. Oh, that's also really good, too. Okay. Okay, that doesn't really matter. Like, it still doesn't get to attack, so... Still don't have to do anything. I'm fine just holding here. That's even better. Okay. I mean, I don't need any more mana sources, but that's still fine because it means that I can play this Hexcatcher without it worrying about Counterspell now. Sure. I'll just trade this Tide Shaper with the Ragavan. Subtlety, huh? Interesting. They're evoking it. That's actually surprising. What does this mean here? If I put it on top, then Ragavan's definitely going to exile it and probably cast it. I'm not going to give it to them. I feel like they still probably have another removal spell. So just in case, I'm not going to let them get it with the Ragavan. Sure. They did just have, like, you know, a bunch of removal. Okay, so hopefully they flip, like, a land instead now. They did flip a land. That's fine. I think now we can safely start ticking these up. No, I do have to cast this because I ticked the vial up. Alright. Alright. See, what are you doing? Do you have a fourth removal spell? I mean, it's very possible they do. Yeah, okay. Their hand was literally just like Ragavan and like 5 answers to creatures, so. Alright, I need them to miss with Ragavan again. They found Dismember. Okay, that was a miss. Useless. That's still kind of bad because if they have a counterspell, this Pick Your Poison's gonna be terrible. But I have to cast it no matter what, so. Yeah, if you have counterspell, you like their hand is just fucking incredible this game. They've had like literally the answer every single turn, so. How is it they play that game 2 into like this game 3? This is insane. Like they go from playing like one of the most shameful games of Magic to just like the literal perfect I just have everything kind of game. I don't understand. This is MTGO just gifting them this game. It is actually ridiculous. Like Ragavan and like 5 answers in a row into like Murktide. Lovely. So I'm sorry, 6 because the counterspell counts too. My God. Svyelun, you might be a little bit late here. We're dead to a lightning bolt. We need to draw another Pick Your Poison this turn. It's not impossible. We have a couple cards in our deck that keep us alive, but that's... yeah. Alright. Let's see what they got. Right of the Magic Gods. Well, we literally have our Magic God right here. Alright, come on. We do have to cast this, because this will help us find what we need with Svyelun. Vodalian Hexcatcher is not going to be the one that we need, so that has to go to the graveyard. Alright, it has to be right here, right now. That was not it. Alright, we're dead. We lose. There was nothing we could do about that. That was just like... we played like the best that we could in that last game, and absolutely nothing would have made a difference. They just literally had like the perfect hand they could have needed for that, so... We had tons of good cards, but like, yeah, no. They had literally more removal spells and answers than we had creatures, which is insane, given the number of creatures we play versus the number of removal they have in their deck. Yeah, the gods have abandoned it. Well, I mean, we had 3 really good matches in a row. I mean, yeah. I could have... well, vialing the Hexcatcher doesn't stop the Murktide from killing us. That's the thing. We had to get rid of the Hexcatcher because we have to find either Pick Your Poison, Otawara, or Merfolk Trickster to live. That was our out, so... yeah, there's no point in keeping a dead draw on top of the deck. Oh, the turn I subbed your Hexcatcher? Okay, yeah, that's true. I don't think it would have changed anything, but... alright, well, this hand is good. They're mulled to 6. We get to keep a pretty good hand here in the draw. I mean, this actually looks pretty strong. Okay. Arid Mesa. Is this burn? It looks like it might be. I guess it could also be Zoo. But I mean, this is... either way, this is still really good. I fight my best. Oops. I didn't mean to click that. Okay. Whatever. Well, we're not doing anything on 0 anyway. I don't lose or I'm dead to you. Oh, fuck. Let me do my best. Okay, so this looks like this is probably Zoo. Subtlety's good here. I guess it could also... it's possible this could be like, Creativity. If they play like Wrenn and 6 here, then I think I will be using Subtlety. Oh, yeah, this looks like Creativity for sure. Bitter Reunion. Okay, I can't do anything about that. They discarded Archon of Cruelty, so if they have Persist, we're in a lot of trouble here. Alright, we need to live long enough for Tidebinder to matter. I don't actually... no, you know what? I don't even know if it's gonna... because, yeah, if they have Persist, we're fucked. Okay. I have to hit the Blood Crypt here. This should buy us a little bit of time. The Tidebinder can stop the Archon's trigger from hurting us. So if we can get to 3 mana, then that helps protect us. This also stops them from having, like, Thoughtseize or otherwise. Alright, well, that's not good. Alright, I guess we are on draw the land or die, right? That's... ugh. Oh, no, that's actually fantastic. Okay, now we can deploy our hand here. We'll definitely pitch the Subtlety. Okay. We might actually have a chance here. We'll keep the Vial on 3, and then depending on what happens here, then if they don't go for anything, then we can put a Svyelun in play at the end of turn. Fable. I think I have to let Fable do a thing. Okay, that's good. That means now I can do two things here. Think I want to put Svyelun in play before they untap so that removal doesn't do anything. And if they just go for creativity, Force will just like end it. The alternative is I could also try to Tidebinder this trigger. I have, yeah, because the only thing I'm concerned about is also if they have like Thoughtseize, and then I want to have both of these, because then if they use one for Thoughtseize, they can only get like one Archon back, which means Tidebinder can trigger it down, and then we still have a chance. Alright, let's do it like this. I think this gives us the best chance right now. Pillage the Bog. Oh, that's pretty cool. Uh, they'll probably use Veil of Summer, I think. If they, well, actually, I don't know if they main deck that card, but even if they did, we were protected against it, so. I don't think that matters. Yeah, we're just gonna play Tidebinder and kill them. All right, because this is 3, 7, 8, 9, so this will kill them. Fantastic draw. Just in case there was any possible way that they could survive this, they can't. Yeah, okay. Excellent start. Okay. We want Counterspell for this, for sure. Other than that, I guess what, Ren in 6 is a possibility, so like Dismember is okay, it's not like great. Trickster is like also okay, it's not like amazing. Hmm. The only reason that I kind of like stuff like Trickster is just because it makes it easier to hold up Counterspell. That's pretty much it. I have to take out 3 cards if I want to bring in Counterspell. I mean, I could take out the Subtleties. Like, they're not that necessary. Like, Trickster might be a little bit better than Subtlety here. I can tap down the Goblin token, and again, it's pressure I can put into play while holding this up. So if they don't do something, like if they don't like persist or something at the end of turn, I can always flash this in. Yeah, that's probably fine. I mean, Spreading Seas is also okay. Actually, maybe Spreading Seas is a little bit better than it's better when they don't have Wrenn and 6. It's probably a lot worse when they do. Ugh. I'm gonna do it as is. We'll just run this back. Like as the way that we have drew it up here, that seems like that's fine. Okay. This is fine, right? Yeah, like we have a curve, we can do stuff. This is only really bad if they have like Wrenn and 6. I'm gonna put the Tide Shaper in play because I need to have a clock. And having the Tide Shaper in play means if they don't have Wrenn and 6, then it makes the Hexcatcher exponentially more powerful. Get to attack for more damage. And then it will also be able to counter like a Fable easier in like turn 3. Put a mountain in the graveyard, fine. Alright. I mean, this looks like probably... they could also have the enchantment again. That's also very possible. Now, this looks like Wrenn and 6. Yep, okay. I mean, if they kill the Tide Shaper, that's not good, but, like, could be worse. Alright, pass. Counterspell's not a terrible draw either. Yep, you get your land back. Subscribed! Oh my god, thank you. Appreciate it. Alright. How do we want to do this? I don't think Wrenn and 6 actually matters here. If they go to ping it, then I'll just throw the Tidebinder in play and try to target it that way. I'm still protected from creativity for this turn because of the Hexcatcher, so... The only way that we get, like, really punished here is, like, persist. Yep, that's gonna do it. I don't have a good way to get through this. Yeah, I'm not gonna be... I don't think I'm gonna be able to with my hands like that. I mean, yeah, that was just rough. Being on the draw, yeah, that kind of sucked. Okay. Watch a Trumpster Bob video real quick. Yeah, he's a character. I know my Magic friends probably do not know anything about who Trumpster Bob is, and you know what? You're probably better off for that. He's a very crazy old man. Very delusional. Alright. Actually, this hand looks great. We have everything we need. Hopefully, yeah, like, it should work out. Alright, come on. We have an opportunity for a strong finish to this league here, so. Assuming they're just gonna surveil here, right? I guess they could thoughts. No, what? What? What do they need this for? You gonna bolt me? I'm not gonna play a creature here. Oh my god. I have to force that. I need this vial so badly. That is kind of BS that they have that in here just for vial. Of course we would draw the other one. Alright, well, fuck me, I guess. Because if they have like Ren and 6 and I have to force it, now I have like nothing left here. Okay, I sacrificed this one. That was not very good for them. Okay. Guess we're just passing. We need this vial to stay alive. Do they have a third one? Is that what's going on? I fucking hope not. I think I'm supposed to trade this Hexcatcher with this thing. That was the only time drawing that vial was going to be good here. I can't afford to lose 2 cards right now. I need to draw a land so I can cast one of these and then keep the other one in my hand with vial. Okay, that's actually fine. Alright, do you have a creativity now? Well, they don't... Okay, they obviously don't have... Okay, Fable is fine. I'm not worried about Fable here. Yeah, oh yeah, the Flood Moon guy is gonna just, like, absolutely destroy this deck. Okay. I'm gonna risk this. If I draw a land or a blue card, I'm fine, but I don't think that I'm gonna win this game if I don't, like, start attacking for a fair bit of damage. Oh, that's actually good. I need them not to have, like, Thoughtseize or Veil right now. They discarded a creativity, which means they probably, yeah, they have a bunch in hand. Alright, let's see what you got, opponent. You're gonna go for X equals 2 here? Yeah, they obviously don't have an Archon, or they would not have discarded the Persist. Discarding this one, though, makes me feel like they probably have another one. Alright. I have to tick this thing up now in case I draw, like, Svyelun or Tidebinder. That's not really going to help me. I need them not to have another creativity. If they have another one, I'm fucked. Can only defeat so much here. I guess if we draw a Tide Shaper, we could kill them with Island Walk. Alright, show me creativity. No? Okay, no, they're making a treasure first. Okay. Sure. Come on, do it. I know you want to so badly. You would not have discarded this if you didn't have a backup one. There's no way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This would have been so good if we just drew Counterspell here. Just make us look like geniuses. Alright, yeah, they go. They got it. Yep, that's it. You got it. Alright, good game, opponent. You did the thing. Alright, well, that was rough. We had, like, a couple games there where it's just didn't really feel like there was a very much that we could do about it, but we had like the cards that we needed for those matches. We just didn't really have them when we needed them. That's all. So, but I mean, none of those felt like they were hopeless at all. So, it's 3-2. Like we were close on like our two losses, so that's not bad. Um, I don't know. The only card that I feel like maybe hasn't been pulling its weight maybe is like Stern Scolding, because we originally put it in because we were seeing like a lot of like that Esper Reanimator deck, because we wanted it to stop like the griefs and the solitudes from it, but we haven't really seen like a lot of solitudes lately, so we haven't been using the Scolding as much. So yeah, we had a good start. Yeah, that was true, but I don't. So maybe this could be like something else. It's possible. We might not need this card at the moment, but the second that we remove it is when we're gonna run into all the decks that we wanted it for anyway. So. And they could also just be something like, I don't know, Harbinger of the Tides in the sideboard. That would probably be fine. But, yeah. I mean, I still don't think that there's anything inherently wrong with this list. I feel like this is probably about where I want it to be. And, yeah, we just need... We need things like our Mark-Tide opponents to not just draw, like, 6 answers in a row with a Ragavan. Or, like, the creativity player to just, like, have pick your poison for a vial and then, like, Ren and 6 and then like a bajillion creativities. Like we we can defeat some amount of stuff, but we can't defeat an infinite amount of stuff. So yeah, we do what we can. The counterspell did actually look useful though, because that was like definitely one of the matches where I want to have that card. We found that counterspell on the right turn, then like it could have made a huge difference, but unfortunately not meant to be today. So but that's okay. We still went positive in our league, so we earned money today. That's always the plus. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna miss playing Scout when Modern Horizons 3 comes out for sure. Like I really like this card, but I don't think. Yeah, I think once we get our Flood Moon creature, we're not gonna want to play this anymore. So it's just how it be. So I don't know. Another good day of magical cards. So if you are watching my replay, do me a favor and I need you to thumbs up on the replay. All right, that it means a lot to me if you could do that. Where let me get my link tree here. I will post it in the chat so everybody can go and see where all the stuff is. Excellent. Yeah. Come here. Yeah, we got to get these treasure chests here. How many do I have right now? I have 52 chests just chilling here, waiting for the Modern Horizons 3 to just tick up the price. And they're gonna go like, hopefully, up to like at least 2.5 ticks, and then I'll just sell them all then. Somewhere around that point, ideally. So yeah, in the meantime, like we'll just keep jamming this. Like, there's nothing wrong with the deck as it is, so, you know, that's fine. Oops. Here, I'll move the chat. Here we go. You can see the list again, just in case you didn't see it at the beginning. So, yeah, there we go. But yeah, if you're watching my replay, and you definitely should, even if you're not going to watch it, go to the YouTube channel and just click the thumbs up in the replay. It'll be up tomorrow, of course. I always read the comments. They mean a lot to me. Appreciate it every time you guys are there. So, all right. Let's see. Looks like okay. We got a little bit of modern going on here. I see Yawgmoth. Okay, we're gonna send you over that way. But everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone who is subscribing to my Twitch channel here, which I appreciate a lot. It helps me, you know, pay for the rental service so I can keep doing this. So that's nice. And yeah, all right. That's all I got for today. So everybody, we're gonna go and watch some Yawgmoth here. And I hope you have a good rest of your evening. I will see you again next week. Take it easy, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.